I go through the history, the open history at least, of the group that came out in the late 1800s, early 1900s, to using the British Empire as their model for a world governmental system. And it wasn't to be a hands across the sea, happy families and all that. It was to be a new kind of world we're going to bring in, where the intelligentsia that decided that they were the intelligentsia, those who ruled international financial lending systems based in London at that time and New York, would basically run the world and own all of the resources. That's food, water, everything that you use in commerce and production, and also human resources, and use academia, get them on board, train the public in the proper way, you see, to obey government, keep them pretty dumb and stupid, in other words, and they'd have this happy world to look after, and while they had at least problems from rebellions and so on as they went forward in this new brave new world system. Lots of big plans. We've actually lived through quite a lot of them. They even talked about bringing on world wars to help it get through. Because through wars you change the cultures and all the conflicting sides. It doesn't matter what side you're on, your culture is changed. And then out comes the treaties, and then comes extra forces that are given permission to alter the cultures that were competing with each other. That already happened in the States when groups were given the right to alter the American culture and the British culture, for instance, that all flooded out of Germany prior to World War II. So we're living through the aftermath of a lot of this. We're still going through some of it. And it's an old plan, as I say, because even before this group came out, the Royal Institute of International Affairs, Council on Foreign Relations, the Milner Group, etc., they had already been working under different names before through the centuries to make it all happen. And they pretty well got what they wanted. You have to have a uniform media that parrots all the same stuff. You have to have a unified educational system. That's been done across the world, so that everyone gets taught the same fake reality and the same indoctrination. So important. So we've lived through quite a lot of that, and plus two, since the 1970 report came out by the Club of Rome, they'd make us into a post-consumerist society, post-democratic as well. That's been done under anti-terrorism laws, and also under the bank crashes that were planned, of course, by the big plunderers that are all part of this big system. So they've achieved a lot of their goals, and we're simply living through them and paying the costs of them, and most folks still haven't caught on to what's actually going on in reality.